What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Oh wow, we have not been back to these guys in a long time. We're coming back to Radiohead. Yes, indeed. Radiohead Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Just give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Max, and this is actually Max's prioritized request for the month of October for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Max. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Max wanted to see me react to this song by Radiohead. It is a live performance of their song Paranoid Android. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes, I have. I've done a reaction to this song already. But Max assured me that this is a different live performance. So, to be clear and to make sure that we're all on the same page here, I will not be reacting to, evaluating, or scoring the song itself in any way, shape, or form. I already did that on the other reaction. I am only going to be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the live performance, meaning what I see on stage. Stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship, production. And of course, I'll take how well they play the song into account. I'll take their live performance of the song into account, but not the songwriting. Like I said, I did that before. I'm not going to do it again. This was posted by Stephen Wong, and the video has 817,266 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Radiohead, Paranoid Android, live. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
There we go.
Please could you stop the
Yeah, I remember that line. I remember that one line. I remember that line. That line, if I remember correctly, in my reaction to the song the first time, I think I think that's the hook. That's still the hook to me. Out of everything I've heard, that was the one line that I was like, oh, I remember that. Yeah. The rest of the song, I honestly don't remember. Now, keep in mind, I'm not taking the song itself into account here, okay? I'm not taking the songwriting or, the chordal flow, chordal structure, melodic lines. I'm not taking any of that into account here, okay? So please keep that in mind. I was really hoping seeing them, watching them play this live would have made a big difference, and it's really not. It's really not. And I understand. I get it. There's going to be bands that they just don't have stage energy. They just don't. And I get it. And they attract a certain genre of people. They attract a certain demographic who really don't care about stage energy. They don't care about stage presence. They're just there for the music, and that's all they care about. And listen, that's fine. I am not trying to take anything away from them. I'm not trying to disrespect them. I'm not trying to, cast their feelings aside and say that their thoughts and their opinions don't matter, because they do, okay? But having said that, me personally, I'm bored. I'm sorry, but I'm bored as hell. And if you go back and you look at this crowd, let's see, I'm at 2:30. So let's see if I can find that shot of the crowd. There was a great shot of the crowd when they were playing. Here it is. Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd and tell me what they're doing. Watch the crowd and tell me how they're enjoying the show. Okay? Just watch the crowd. I think this will pretty much sum up my entire argument. Everybody was just kind of standing there. Like a bunch of zombies. Now look, they're into the music. That's fine. They're there for the music. That's fine. That's all they want to get out of this live performance is the music. That's fine. Me personally, if that's the case, this is just my own personal thoughts, okay? I'm not saying this to be fact or this is the way it should be or anything like that. This is just how I personally feel. If that's the case and all you want to do is hear the music, stay home, save yourself the money. Don't spend a whole bunch of money on a ticket. Just stay home, pop the CD into the CD player, put the record on the turntable, pop in your 8-track, put on your MP3 player, put in your Raycons or whatever it is you listen to, put on your Beats or whatever it is you listen to, and just enjoy the music at home, in the comfort of your own home. If that's all you're going to do is enjoy the music, then enjoy the music at home. Not for free, obviously. Well, hopefully you paid for the music. Hopefully you're not one of those music pirates, But at the same time, why would you want to go to a live show when all you're going there for is the music? I don't understand. I don't get it. Well, we're going to go hear the live performance. Guys, there are a ton of live performances out there. Go on your computer, pop in your earbuds, pop on your headphones, watch it on YouTube. There you go. The reason you go to a live show is for the experience, right? But what kind of an experience are you having if you're just standing there doing this? Boy, that's exciting. That's my definition of a good time. Anyway, let's see if I can get back to 2:30 where it was. Close enough.
little piggy.
See, look at the crowd, they're dead.
You remember, won't you remember my name? I couldn't say man, I couldn't say man. When you remember my name, I guess you can.
And we're starting to see some movement and motion. So we're about to kick back in again. Thank goodness. You know, you had that one section where they kicked in, and I had a glimmer of hope. I started to see members of the band moving around. I started to see some energy on the stage. I started to see some stage presence on the stage. And I had a glimmer of hope. And I was like, okay. There's a chance here. We might be able to salvage this. And then we came back down. And I was like, no. And the thing is, I remember that when I did the first reaction to this, I remember that happening. And I was also disappointed when I heard it. And I'm hearing it here now, too. And I'm just like, There goes any chance for stage energy. Nuts. I've been criticized in the past for saying this, and I honestly don't care. It has to be said. And if you're going to criticize me for saying this, then go ahead and criticize me, whatever. But I have always been very put off by watching performers on stage sit down when there's absolutely no reason for it. Now, look, if everybody's going to sit down, if everybody in the band is going to sit down and they're going to play a song on stools or whatever, or like if you walk up to the front of the stage, you sit down on the stage and, you know, you're dangling your feet over the stage and you're having fun with the crowd, you're interacting with the crowd while you're doing it, that's different. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with either one of those. When you're just going and sitting down on stage in the middle of a song for absolutely no reason whatsoever, I have an issue with that. I do. As a performer, I have a big issue with that. It really annoys the hell out of me when I see people sitting down in the middle of performance. Aren't you on stage to perform? Aren't you on stage to put on a show? And I'm sorry, and I know there's going to be people that disagree with me, but I don't think sitting down while the rest of the members of your band are standing up and playing looks good. As a matter of fact, I think it looks the exact opposite. I think it looks terrible. It makes you look weak. It makes you look tired. It makes you look like, you know what it really makes you look like? It makes you look indifferent, like you just don't care. If that's the case, and you just don't care, get the hell off the stage and make room for bands that do care. Make room for bands that actually do want to get up on that stage and play for the crowd and put on the best show possible. Make room for bands that actually give a damn. Get off the stage. And if you're in a band, I'm serious, listen to me very carefully. If you're in a band and you guys are playing shows and you have a band member that sits down like that in the middle of the show for absolutely no reason whatsoever, give him the elbow and get him out and find yourself a new musician, a new guitar player, a new bass player, a new keyboard player, a new whatever. Find yourself someone else who is willing to come in and work just as hard as you guys do. Because that, to me, is appalling. It is disrespectful to the band and to that audience and to the performance as a whole. That absolutely disgusts me when I see musicians doing that for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Oh, he's tired. He's been playing for 2 hours. Then he needs to get his stamina up. Good Lord. Get on a treadmill and get your stamina up. My God. I don't know. It irks the hell out of me. Ending was good. I like the ending. High energy in the ending. Good energy in the ending. Good energy in that one breakdown where it kicked in as well. I liked both of those parts. Both of those parts were fantastic. I enjoyed watching both parts. I enjoyed hearing both parts. The rest of the song, not a fun thing to watch, man. Really wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what to. I need to think about this. Give me a moment. Give me more than a moment. Give me a few minutes to think about this. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Radiohead with a live performance of Paranoid Android. This was a request from Max, and this was actually Max's prioritized request for the month of October for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Max. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. Before I give my score, I need to be very clear about something here. I am not taking the song itself into account here in any way, shape, or form. I am not taking the songwriting into account. I am not taking the arrangement into account. I am not taking the chordal structures or chordal flow or the melodic lines or the harmonies or anything like that. It's when it comes to the song itself. All of that is a non-factor. I've already done a reaction to the song. It's over here somewhere on the channel. I'm sure if you look around, you can find it. If you want to hear what I thought about the song itself, go check out that reaction, okay? I am basing this score and this reaction completely on the live performance. Talking about stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, stage presence, showmanship, production, and I do take how well they played the song into account. I do take that into account, but not the song itself. So please keep that in mind when I give my score. I think if you keep that in mind, I think my score will pretty much speak for itself. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that live performance, I'm going to give that a 6.2. Yep, 6.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you folks. The only reason they're getting that 6.2 is because they performed the song well. From what I remember of the song, I don't remember the whole song, and I don't remember every single thing about the song, but I kind of remember the song as a whole. I remember the basic gist of the song. From what I do remember, they played the song exactly the way it sounds on the album for the most part. And that's great. That's great. Wonderful. Good. And yes, I did go and listen to the studio version. After I did my first reaction, a lot of people were saying in the comments, check out the studio recording and compare it to this. You'll hear that there's a significant difference. And they're right. They're absolutely right. The studio recording I liked better than that live performance I heard. And I'm going to say the same thing here. I like the studio recording better than I liked this. The sound quality was better. You could hear every little detail. It sounded better as a whole. But the live studio recording doesn't really matter right now because we're talking about this live performance. And we're not even talking about the song. We are literally talking about what happened on stage. The only reason they're getting that 6.2, to be perfectly honest with you, is because they did play the song as well as they did. That's it. When it comes to the visuals, when it came to the stage show, guys, there really wasn't any. If we're being honest, there were moments. There were moments like in that section where you had that little breakdown where the energy level turned up in the song in the middle of that breakdown. And at the end, when the musicians actually started to move around a little bit and they started to exude some stage presence and they started to exude some stage energy, that was good. Wasn't great, but it was good. At least there was that. But for the most part, they all just stood there and they all just played their instruments. And that's wonderful and that's great and all, but and I'm glad they could do that. But again, it goes back to my original argument of if you're going to a live show, what are you going there for? Are you going there just to hear the music? Is that all you're gonna do? Is you don't care what's happening? Like you could literally put a blindfold on and you'd be perfectly fine. You just want to go and hear the music. Well, I have a solution for you. Save your money, stay home, put on some headphones, and listen to the songs at home. It's the same thing, right? You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going there for the live experience. If you're going there for the live experience, that includes the visual, right? You don't hear people say, you're going to hear the show. You don't hear people say, I'm going to go hear Radiohead play live. No, you don't hear that. You don't hear people say that. People say, I'm going to go see the show. Visual. I'm going to go see Radiohead perform live. Visual. So if the visual doesn't matter to you, why are you going? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. I want to hear the song played live. I want to hear it in a live setting. There are bootlegs out there. There are live videos on YouTube. There are concert videos out there, DVD videos out there of them playing live. You are more than welcome to go get those. And again, watch from the comfort of your own home. Plain and simple. This was not fun to watch. It really wasn't. This was kind of painful to watch. In particular, that one guy on stage right that sat down in the middle of the song. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why would you do that? The energy in the song is already brought down through the dynamics. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I like the play on dynamics. That's nice, but the dynamics already did a fine job of that. Trust me, it doesn't need you going and sitting down and looking like you don't care. It doesn't need you to go down, sit down, and kill the mood. It doesn't need you to go sit down and suck any remaining energy off the stage while you sit there and literally do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, like I said, I have no problem with people sitting down on stage if there is a reason for it. If the whole band is going to sit down on chairs or on stools, or hell, even on just on the stage and play together in unison, that's one thing. Or if you have that one bass player who's going to walk out to the front of the stage, sit down on the stage while playing, dangling his feet and interacting with the crowd, swinging his feet up to the crowd to get them to try and grab it, having fun with the crowd. That's different. I got no problem with that. It's doing something. It's contributing to the show. What he did was literally take a vacuum cleaner hose, attach it to his mouth, and suck any remaining light, any remaining energy that might have been on that stage right into his mouth, where he swallowed it and we never saw it again. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you do that? You tired? Are you tired? Then get the hell off the stage. You clearly don't belong there. Make room for another guitar player who actually could come on the stage and stand. Look, no one else is moving around. I'm not asking you to move around. Just stand there like the rest of your bandmates are. And don't sit down, you weakling. Give me a break. That was pathetic. I'm sorry, but that was pathetic. Irritates the hell out of me when I see people do that. And in all seriousness, if you're in a band and you have a bandmate that does that and sits down in the middle of rehearsal's different. If you're gonna do it in rehearsal, that's fine. But when you're on stage in front of a crowd, you have a band member that goes and sits down for no reason, give him the elbow, give him the boot, kick him out and find yourself another guitar player or bass player or keyboardist or singer or whatever that won't do that. That is actually going to give a damn about the show and will put in the energy necessary to put on the best show possible. Because that is inexcusable. I'm sorry, there's no reason for it. If you're not feeling good, if you're feeling weak, if you're feeling ill, go off the stage and get medical attention. Don't sit there on stage. Give me a break. He wasn't feeling any of those. He was just doing it because for whatever reason was in his head. I don't know what his thinking was. I have no idea. I feel like all I've done in this rant. There really isn't anything to talk about. There really isn't. I mean, like I said, there were those two moments. There was the end and there was that breakdown where we saw some energy, we saw some life, and we saw some stage presence, and that was nice. It was good to see that. And they did do a great job of playing the song live. They did. But overall, the visual on this, I think the crowd said it all. When your crowd's just standing there doing this, then one of two things is happening. One, you're in a cult. That's never a good thing. Number two, you're doing a really boring performance because they're not even clapping. They're literally just, brains. They're literally doing that. So, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I probably never will get it. Radiohead's like the most polarizing band I have on this channel. They really are. They've had songs all the way down in the 2s, and they've also had songs all the way up in the 9s. They literally are between 2s and 9s. I haven't given them any 1s yet, but they're all over the place with me. Some of their stuff I love. Some of their stuff I like. Some of their stuff I'm indifferent. Some of their stuff I'm not a big fan of, and other stuff I can't stand. So, I mean, they're a very polarizing band with me. Not necessarily a bad thing. It keeps things interesting. It definitely keeps things fresh. I never know what to expect when I hear a Radiohead song on the channel. I never know what's going to be thrown at me. So that's a good thing. I can definitely appreciate that. But yeah, this live performance, I wasn't feeling it. And like I said, I'm not taking the song into account here. I like the song. I think the song is very well written. I said that during the course of my first reaction. I think the song is actually, believe it or not, I think the song is actually a great song, especially after hearing the studio version. I think the song is a great song. But unfortunately, this live performance, it's not going to cut it with me. So it is getting a 6.2. And like I said, the reason I'm giving it that is mainly because they did a great job playing the song. And on top of it, there were those 2 sections where we did see some light. But yeah, that's the only thing I can do for it. So 6.2, it's a pretty good score. It's not wonderful. It's not great. It's not even really good. But then again, it's not bad either. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So 6.2 is where we're at. 6.2 is where we're going to stay. So 6.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.